thought Boom were going to win this series, but I still feel like SMG have the better draft this time around. You really got to try and take advantage, particularly in those early levels, if you force out multiple Spirit Siphons from a support death prophet.
Looks like his lane going just fine. And for the Drow, as a result, free farm. Roger this time, yeah, you mentioned he's only got the one Spirit Siphon, so they found the opening to get that kill. Both carries getting their own. Neither mid one nor Jackie getting contested at all, really, in their lanes. As a result,
it is the other cores on Boom that are suffering, right? Like this, this mid matchup, Queen of Pain against the Void Spirit, it's always going to be Quap favored. I've seen a couple of times where the Dissimulate actually wasn't used for the Shadow Strikers. Oh, kill happens on the bottom side of the map. It just goes to show the strength of having this strong hero in mid one. Burst you down as soon as he hit level 6.
And they're not done. They find a kill mid lane. The Sonic Wave being used with the Fissure to blow up Yopaj. That's perhaps the bigger kill.
Approaching the 10-minute mark, DP probably going to be the recipient of...
Yopaj going for a one-man smoke, by the way. Sorry to cut you off, but this is like very unconventional. I was just like,
especially
he just went back to his tower. Yeah, he has a haste rune. He didn't actually use the haste to kill the Shaker, which means he gets a kill on mid one here, potentially. Mid one knows he's just trying to do what damage he can. Really cool move from Yopaj.
Benefit the old S4 rune, right? Although Skem will probably look to suffer in the mid lane from that rotation. For me, this really does feel like they're just setting up for this push, right? Like the Drow Ranger's going to respawn. She's got the Dragon Lance. You've nearly reached level, the 10-minute mark. Probably look to give the Tome of Knowledge over to the DP.
Yeah, Drow TP's mid. They want this kill on mid tower. Yopaj is going to get charged and Sonic Wave brought down as the multi-shot coming out, bringing Skem low as well. Will they be able to chase him off? And with the Nether Strike, it looks like they'll get the Skem kill. But Boom have rotated in numbers. Yeah, they want to keep this tower alive, and Deuce is the perfect hero to do that with. Mid one gets bailed up by a Fissure, as well as a charge to follow it up. He gets kept alive, but he goes back in and gets gushed. He could have lived, but he got a bit greedy. I don't think he expected the 3 points in gush there, or he would have probably just ran and hid. Jackie now alone to defend this tower, and he is in a bit of trouble here. Luckily gets a nice Mystic Snake off to heal himself back up. Buyback from the Titan, who does have level 6, will TP in. Can he find a Ravage in time? He throws it out. Jackie's still alive, still standing. He will end up going down. Raging Potato got the charge damage off just barely in time. Tims wants this kill, and he'll have a gush in about 5 seconds before the charge comes back up, or potentially a Skem Brain Sap. Skem going to look to drag this wave here. There's the gush. Anchor Smash may be needed, but they've got the Brain Sap to finish it off. Decent-ish punish, but losing the Medusa and the tier 1 tower in the process. They're smoked up. Yeah, they have an idea of where this Medusa is farming. This would be a fantastic kill if they can find it. Afu has the long-range Fissure to perhaps start things off here. They pop the smoke. The Fissure gets cancelled by the Skem Nightmare. Raging Potato's already gone in with the charge and the Nether Strike to pull the Medusa back in. And again, Jackie, without the points in Mana Shield, just unable to really tank his way through it. He gets bursted down. As far as the Yules goes, what are you looking at and seeing as far as the reasoning behind him going for this Yules?
I mean, do they have anyone that's really able to deal with a Spirit Breaker? That's all I can really think of, getting rid of the Bulldoze, considering that, you know, it is a core Spirit Breaker.
Into the top room, picks up the Invis rune, but he's been stunned up. But here comes Afu! Echo and a Sonic Wave. The Ravage comes, but it's too late for Boom. They've already been boomed here in the top river. FBZ, ooh, time-lapse off just in time, but the charge is on him, so he's going to probably get chased down here. Afu does die. It's a 2-for-2 trade so far, so not the worst exchange for Boom, despite how bad it looked with that Afu Echo Slam. They get the Queen of Pain kill, and it's actually a win for Boom.
It's all about what other heroes that you've got that are going to be able to limit the Drow's effectiveness. So it's really just the Void Spirit. That's why I was so adamant about Yopaj needing to have an excellent game, because if you don't disable that marksmanship, you've got nothing.
Here we go. SMG think they can sneak a Roshan, but Boom have made their way over with the smoke, and they've already sniped Afu. And the grip coming out on Roger as well does get cancelled by a charge. Tims needs to get this Ravage off, but he gets bursted. Before he can do so, the Sonic Wave stopping it. FBZ in the middle gets Echo Slam to prevent the time lapse. Boom have lost 3 with the buyback from Afu, but he is going to die again. Jackie making sure they get some of these kills here. On the front lines is Yopaj. He's got no Astral Scepter left. Does have a Yule Scepter, but he gets hit by the charge. Yeah, he didn't have vision perhaps of the Spirit Breaker coming in, so...
This could be, I know I said it was SMG favored, but this could be one of those instances where it is that execution issue that's presenting Boom being able to take the win. There was...
SMG off of that. Not done with their own killing. They hunting here in this top lane. Vision behind the tower. They have an idea of where Yopaj is, but... no great way to kill him off. Medusa TPing in here in the trees.
Finishes the TP.
Yeah, into 5 heroes. Can they protect her here? Bane, Skem, Sing behind has the defensive Nightmare. That buys Jackie some time. Does have the Stone Gears, which he's holding on to, but he's a bit low on mana here. But the Snake coming back will heal him back up, and they get the first kill on mid one, and Afu going down as well. Roger not dying, and SMG are just dropping like flies. Ravage captures out absolutely everyone that's left standing, and Queen of Pain being pulled back in. Mid one can only BKB TP out. Raging Potato on the side is just going to try charge his way out of there, and what a hold from Boom. SMG just getting way too aggressive there, and Medusa, I think, just being like, you know, I'm a Medusa, I can TP in anything, right? This time around, Medusa with 4 points in mana shield and like 2k health. It's a different Dusa than what we saw earlier on. By the way, they're not done. Raging Potato, Erntix, woo,
got him.
Barely goes down. What went so wrong there for SMG?
I think the big difference was they were playing around this ward that Skem's right next to. They had just placed it down on Boom, so they saw the fact that they were looking to make a play around that sort of area. They saw the it's the Lost Boy ward to the right of the Dire tier 2 tower, and yeah, they were just had information that time around.
Well, these two teams don't want to stop fighting. A fissure from Afu looks to initiate things in, but Jackie's there to help deter any further aggression with his Stone Gaze. But now that's one off. Roger's charged in. Maybe a support, but with the Death Prophet X's him up. Feeling like he can turn and fight, but unfortunately he bites up a bit more than he can chew. The minus armor is just too much. Goes down to the Medusa, right clicks, and Afu still got no Blink Dagger because of all these buybacks and constant fighting. He's had a good game in terms of some of his team fight impact, but he's just constantly getting picked off. Now 8 deaths to Afu's Earthshaker. Boom find themselves in a good position.
Charge trying to stop that mid push, but it's the 20-minute catapult along with Jackie, who is a beast.
Oh.
You know, you
another one in now. Yeah, it feels like SMG are just kind of getting picked off one by one. He's got a charge. He's going to try turn and use it, but Dissimulate finishes them off. There's like some carries that are known for diving, like, you know, your PAs and like maybe a Phantom Lancer where you've got illusions. Drow Ranger is probably at the bottom of the list of carries when you think diving towers.
That's why I was feeling so strong about this draft, is get the Nightmare. Oh,
Blink in, Ravage on 3. Yopuz follows up with some good damage to finish off Afu, which means no Shaker once again. Everyone's just trying to BKB and run. He may take out Tim's on the retreat. Nice Stone Gaze committed from the Medusa with a grip from the high ground. There's nothing to cancel it. Roger's silence was on cooldown. I think now he's going to find himself being chased down as well. Nightmare is maybe in range here. But good job from Roger using the trees to juke it. But they're not done with top lane Weaver. Catching up to Raging Potato. There's going to be an Astral Step slow into an Aether Remnant to pull him back in. And Yopaz is just cleaning up now. Got that Aghanims on Weaver ready, so they've got plenty of save with both the Bane and the Weaver, making it pretty hard for SMG to reliably initiate on anyone. And Yopaj is just going in.
Level 12, but well,
yeah. But SMG may have something to say about it. They smoked up. Yopaj in a perfect spot. Yep, he scouts it out, dissimulates away as well. Now they know that Roche is safe for the taking. Is get the Ag shot as well. Gonna give it to Yopaj.
He was ready to use it. He was ready to use it. Free it up the spot. And Yopaj like, none of that. He's got his scepter as well.
He's like, you saw what we did the last carry. You better give me that one. You won't last longer around here. Jackie in the middle of things. Yep, Moon gets on the BKB though. And they've managed to change down Yopaj. He actually goes down there. The Dusa, they can't really deal with the Dusa in terms of fighting her, but they're just ignoring her for the most part. Problem is the grip has come out onto the mid one Drow Ranger. The charge comes, but it's too little too late to save the Drow at least. Gets the kill on the Bane, but Raging Potato could be next in the firing line as Jackie's got himself a double kill. Moon left standing, and I don't think they've got the control to finish him off, but it's a 2 for 3.
To catch a Drow just sitting in this little nook in the trees, that's some really high game awareness.
Point the boot reports and what comes next? Oh. Speaking of which, yeah, they've caught Moon in the river here. No Fiend script up though. Moon gonna just BKB to be safe. Blink TP out, so make sure. Now at this point, he's already down to that 6-second BKB, so the cooldown matters. But Yopaj, Shaker kill. Ooh. The Shaker was 2k gold. He was so close to his Blink.
Yeah, still Blinkless. They're trying to make that space for him, but it's just feels so late at this stage of the game. 30 minutes, anyone could pick you off.
Roger's feeling that all too well. Anytime he leaves the base, he's getting picked. 8 deaths now, his name, but both SMG supports who are just really having a rough time. Mid lane Moon needs to be careful not to get gripped up, but there's the Bane. Skem finds the real one despite the illusion rune. And they bring down Moon's Quap. Things are just falling apart here. Jackie's ready to knock at the SMG door. Does get hit by a charge and push it in the base a little bit, but With Aegis in hand for another 2 minutes, he is more than okay to just hold his ground here on the high ground. Has the Ag Scepter too, so it's able to kind of get brought down low though. They take out his first life. Yopaj jumping in to force the mid one BKB on his Drow Ranger. Medusa with the Stone Gaze can just use that to disengage if needed. And it looks like a lot of firepower was used from the SMG side, so they're being pushed back without a Queen of Pain. Nice Ravage onto 3. Catches a couple right at the edge, and Jackie's able to take advantage of that to clean up both mid one and Roger. And with 3 dead, they're going to go for the mid racks here. Okay. Needs like a smoke or something. It's daytime. They're going to see him coming. There's the smoke. Who's he going on here? Jackie on the front lines is just too damn tanky.
Got to be Yopaj.
Skem's sitting on an Skem's in this here. They don't see the bait, but the Echo Slam's going to find him nonetheless. Perfect initiation with the Sonic Wave Vault. They get Yopaj. I don't know if they realized the Bane was there. Maybe they saw him go into Shadow Amulet. The problem is still going to be this Medusa, who's just full health, full mana. They don't have an answer for Jackie. As good as that Echo Slam looked, Roger now is trapped and stoned up.
You can do everything perfect, but a Medusa, level 25.
Yeah, basically they haven't had a Blink Shaker the entire game until it was like too late. Like you're already down racks, you're already, the game is in complete desperation when you sell out all your items to complete it. SMG, I think, recognizing that they're going to need to go now. They use that Earthshaker Blink to kill off Yopaj's Void Spirit. They want to get some more kills. They're blinking in Moon aggressively here. The Nether Strike gets cancelled by a Mystic Snake. And Raging Potato's just being kited to for days. Charge comes through onto Tim's. He gets brought down low. Still alive, and he's going to have a blink out. He may be okay here with the Nightmare coming in. Time lapse as well, just to help make sure that he gets back to safety. But Moon may be in the high ground to finish him off here. As the Screamer will get the kill. Skem also low, and with the Shaker's help, they'll get the Bane. I think a bit of miscommunication there. I think Tide had the blink out, but got Nightmared up. But luckily, you've still got a Jackie Medusa, who's getting the bigger kills. Down goes mid one.
Are scanning.
Godlike, he's looking to even chase up onto Arfu. He's got the gem though, so he's going to be able to see the fact that this is all coming through. They want to reclaim that, and oh, those Scarabs. I hate this hero so much.
Make it stop. Ice Frog, please. February 23rd can't come soon enough.
All right. Well, we got an Aghanim Scepter on the Spirit Breaker, as we often do see. Even if it's played in this off-lane role, hell, even a support, it just somehow seems to be nearly the highest level in the entire game.
Gems being found here in the mid lane, but the Nether Strike gets cancelled by a Yule Scepter. Moon getting low as well, has the BKB. Needs to make sure he doesn't get gripped up here, but it's still on cooldown for another 10 seconds. So Yopaj will finish off the Queen of Pain, and they've got nothing to stop the charge away from Raging Potato, but they're drawing lines down mid. They're ready. It's going to be SMG who's going to be looking for a place to hide, and I don't think any Shadow Amulet's going to help you here. Boom, get the tier 4 tower, and now the throne exposed. Bop does have a buyback here, which they may just have to use. There we go. They commit it with the smoke here on the front lines. Is Raging Potato, and he goes down before he can use the spell, really. Jackie's
trying to bait him for Afu.
They need to deal with Jackie. He's just this unpenetrable wall in the front lines that they just can't burst through. And no one's grouping up next to him for an Echo Slam here, so Afu's just throwing out stuns. They are chipping at him. They're getting him kind of low here, but the time lapse is there. Sonic Wave comes out, but to no avail. Roger's Exorcism, it's kind of just tickling at Boom, and it feels like it's too little too late. Nice-ish Echo Slam, but once again, it's tickling. Tim's the same with the Ravage, and it's game over. Game one going to go the way of Boom Esports.
Very, very nice. Well, I've got, at least in my opinion, the first execution game that's coming through here for Boom. It just, it felt like they... Again, Yopaj had a fantastic game. He finished at, what, 15, 5, and 14, doing exactly what he needed to, creating a ton of space for Jackie, but...
We'll see what they're cooking up here. And they're looking for that 2-0, and SMG looking to bounce back, force a game 3.
That was a really cool play by Jackie. You getting the reflection early on, realizing that you hadn't revealed on all of the heroes in the lane just yet. So, oh, actually, well, this might not be as great a play if he goes down.
He did the hard part, which was avoid that initial gank at level 1. Well, he's still level 1, but the initial gank, he's going to go down to the second one. 3 heroes, no problem. As soon as one of the heroes TPs out, he gets overconfident.
This guy doesn't really have any mana. He doesn't have the Soul Ring coming out to him just yet, so they can look to bully him, just give vision for Jackie to start getting some of those right clicks onto him for free.
Down bottom,
mid one.
Yeah, mid one's overextended a little bit, gets caught out. Do you feel like for Yopaj on his bat, does he need to be getting these kills, or is his lane okay if he's just, you know, farming it up and pressuring the Ember?
I mean, obviously it's a good thing, right? But his main priority is making sure he's got that Boots of Travel to really enable him to use the Firefly, get it onto the back lines as mid one. He's going to go down again.
Yeah.
To basically go on mid one. So Batrider having the boots of travel, having the movement speed to be able to get in that position, it's his main priority.
Couple TPs mid, both teams TPing a support in. Ember's got some backup here, and with the Afu rotation, they actually kill off Yopaj. Great move from Afu to show up and catch the Batrider by surprise. Birthday Boy is off to a good start. He just killed the Weaver as well, using some triple offensive flame remnants, so 1-0 and 1, and he's pressuring this mid T1 tower a bit. It feels like Yopaj
One's getting pressured too.
Yeah, mid one. Uh-oh. Rolling Thunder coming out, and the turnaround. I think mid one knows he's dead. He was just looking for a last creep or deny or two, but that is... His game is going really poorly, Matt. There's no punish, and there was also no defense. They just have to let their T1 mid tower go down. They didn't have the heroes in position to make the move to defend it, and as a result, they're going to be a little bit vulnerable because of this. Rage Potato could be caught in some trouble here inside the kinetic field with the Static Storm on top of him. The Rolling Thunder going to come through as well. If he had some backup, he might go for a Ravage, but he's all alone and will happily throw his life away for multiple fairly big ultimates. He's hiding in the trees here, letting his illusions do the work, but they seem to have an idea of where he might be. They're pinging in the trees, coming down here, hunting for the TB. Jackie, smoke gonna pop here. Afu knows he's nearby. The kiss is now gonna be used as well. He found the TB, and without a Manta Style, he gets rooted up, ravaged as well, just to make sure he doesn't use a Sunder. Perhaps a bit overkill, but when you're killing a TB, it's always going to be worth it. You know, it was top of the net worth, but after that death and time spent not farming, he suddenly, you know, dropped down a few places. So Jackie's going to be thinking like he needs to finish off some of these items, whether it's the BKB or the Manta Style. He's not ready to fight at all right now.
Bottom side, have to be careful about maybe bumping him outside of the Static Storm, but just fine. But you need to use the lasso for it.
Instantly comes in for the D-Ward, and good news is SMG weren't able to get themselves into the Roshan pit following that, and they've got no Ravage for quite some time, so it does feel like Boom are posturing to take another fight, knowing that they've got all their big ultimates here. Rune coming out, and they're looking to fight this, but they're just caught in the meat grinder. Moon and mid one just eat Tims and FBZ alive, and with the Rupture on Yopaj, he's forced to BKB, but he's got no TP. That Rupture's still on him for a little bit longer. There's some good damage here. It finally wears off, and with the dragged him out. Yep, pulls him out. Is he going to die to this? The damage over time, the Thunderstrike, it's going to barely be enough. Skem gets the kill in the end. Moon's not done. He wants Yopaj. Has he got another Remnant? 2 seconds. He's chasing as if he wants to go for this. Remnant into the base. He's going for it indeed. Sleight of Fist is there with the Searing Chains. Can he push him away? The Flame Break. It's not going to be enough with the BKB from Moon. SMG diving up in Boom's base, going for these kills.
Jackie
and
getting dived as well. Mid one.
Yeah. Doesn't have a Sunder. He's already used it. He is BKB and Metamorph, but he's going to run away in mid one. He's gone down, though, in the process, so they do get the TP kill, but they're dropping like flies elsewhere. Moon, unfortunately, out of mana himself, though. Without bottle charges, he may just die to a Weaver. He needs help, and he doesn't really have much coming. If anything, there's more enemies on the way. FBZ misses the Swashbuckle, but the Rolling Thunder should be there to finish off this kill. Remnant comes up. Moon, he's got the mana, but the Weaver coming in. Chikuchi damage. It's going to be FBZ with the Swashbuckle. Absolutely chaotic fight happening in like 4 different places. What the hell just happened? That Blink needs to come out soon. Roche is already underway, but Painkiller at the Roche pit. 20 seconds till Rolling Thunder.
Got everything on SMG.
Yeah, and that's maybe something SMG realizes, that without that Rolling Thunder, this Roche is a lot safer, but Static Storm catches that ball inside the kinetic field as well. Yopaj on top of the Ravage to counter this one. Jackie doesn't have the BKB in time, but now he gets it off afterwards, and with the lasso coming into play, they're just getting eaten alive in this Roshan pit. They tip Skem, and oh boy, what a disaster for SMG. This feels like
more than one tip. That was game winning.
Going for the Roshan still. Moon, he's in, but he's too early. Roshan ends up going down. I think Moon, he got it. He killed Roshan and got the Aegis. 1 versus 5. Moon, he's trying to get the Yopaj kill. He's got 1. Can he get anything else? He's going to force it back. Does get glimpsed in, though. Have they got the damage from Moon? They're also low on the Boom side. They don't really want to fight him right now. He's out of Remnant charges, though, and I believe that means they should be able to kill him off. But Roger's showing up to help him out, and Moon, he's back to safety. He's going to live with the Aegis in hand as well. Oh, boy.
Continue their push up onto the top side.
Both teams kind of playing keep away, but Boom suggesting they may want to defend this top lane. They've smoked up, and FBZ has the blink to go with the Lincoln Sphere, so he can initiate in with that Rolling Thunder, and he's going to do just that. They break the Lincolns on mid one. They get the lasso to follow it up, and he got the BKB off, so the Rolling Thunder not doing anything, at least onto the Drow Ranger. Attempted TP out from mid one, but is the damage there? They've got the kill with the TB. Mid one thought he could make it out, but he thought wrong. Tide refreshes, goes for a second Ravage here. They're looking to turn this one with the kisses, and Moon is in with the BKB. They're doing too much damage to the Boom side. Even with the dead Drow Ranger, it's the rest of the SMG squad who is just eating Boom alive. FBZ's got the roll-up, will swashbuckle to the high ground, so they trade 2 for 1 so far.
It's what you're playing for when you go for a Drow draft, and it's what you're going for on the Radiant side.
We kind of get an idea of how it might be hard for him in these fights, though. The Lincoln Sphere, you know, great on paper. Ember, fine here, gets the remnant away. But when you're playing against heroes like Disruptor, breaking that Lincoln's is so easy.
Even looking to give over the...
They'll kill off the Bloodseeker here. Moon's actually shown up with a DD rune, though. A lot of damage potentially coming out from him. Yeah, the Gush is there as well. Yopaj has no Flaming Lasso, so Moon, plenty of remnants left to play around, and I think he knows that, so he's trying to bait them in a little bit. Be careful not to get stunned up. Instead, he's going to go offensive. As long as he doesn't get caught in a Static Storm, he's going to be A-OK. And with a BKB in hand, there's not really much to answer this Moon. Ember, he just goes jumping in. Well, BKB onto the Disruptor to get himself out of the Static Storm. Still has this TD for a little bit longer, but the last one comes up. The TB right-click damage. It's going to be a lot with the Swashbuckle. They kill off Moon. He gets a little bit overzealous there and gets punished. Nice multi-shot from mid one on the high ground, doing some good damage, but Boom is chasing as if they want more.
Maybe the Snapfire on Arfu, but he doesn't quite have the Blink Dagger yet, so he's playing much more of this backline role.
Scan out from Radiant side. They do know Boom is kind of coming their way. They even scan the rune, so they, I think, realize what's going on here. Moon is going to go for this Thunder. He gets caught. Initiated on by FBZ's Rolling Thunder. They chain stun him with the lasso follow-up, and they even scanned. They had an idea that Boom were there. The Spider Legs from FBZ gets him out of the cliff. He uses it as well just to make sure he doesn't die to the kisses. There's a Static Storm to stop it. He does end up going down. The mid one right clicks hit hard, but the BKB Terrorblade on the front lines. Jackie gets actually getting chopped at. The Drow Ranger is doing a lot of damage. He tries to get his way out of that with the Manta Star, but he can't sunder anyone. They lose Weaver as well with the buyback from Moon. It's Boom who are getting absolutely annihilated. They lose 4 off of a Moon buyback, and mid one showing up to the fight.
So that they can't really contest Roche, even if they were to buy back. Start playing a little bit more around Tim's, perhaps. He's got his Aghanim Scepter. Could afford to even give him over the Psychic Headband for that extra range. I know it's important on a bat, but still.
With Aegis and DD, he's the pusher. You wouldn't normally expect the Ember. You think Drow, but on the backlines, they've caught Skem. He was trying to go for a bit of a backstab, and he's being picked off, so recognizing that the Drow's positioning is so important that they don't want to send Drow to actually push these high ground buildings. They're letting Moon do the dirty work, and so far so good for SMG. They've taken the tower here, but the initiation coming in from FBZ with the roll-up to try and chain stun this Ember. Gets the Yule Scepter as well. Stuns up both Arfu as well as Moon, taking out his first life, and Arfu in trouble now as well. They're going to lose the Snapfire. Instant buyback as Moon is going to think of a way out here, but he gets caught in the lasso. TB with the right-click damage. The Ravage comes out, but they BKB. Jackie's going to look to try and kill Moon through this, but Moon, he gets the remnant away, and Jackie just died. Time Lapse is going to save him. He still has Sunder if he needs to use it, and he may just need to. He's been caught in the Ravage, but he's stunned up, and he can't use it. Mid one is just a machine gun turret in the back lines. Buybacks coming from Boom. They've got to try and win this fight off of them, as FBZ's got the roll-up, but he hasn't got that Rolling Thunder itself, and they just haven't got the way to get on top of this Drow Ranger. Another the Ether Spirit, and yep, Static Storm coming out. FBZ, defensive Yules to keep himself alive, but they can't kill any of these SMG heroes. Rupture coming into play as well. Yeah, they're not done. They're going for the dives here. Moon is feeling like he's just too tough to handle. Mid one isn't so keen on diving after what happened last game. He's going to finish off the Raxin, and a second melee Rax is going to go down as they take the mid Rax. At least one of them. Boom looking for a bit of a backstab here. They've rotated out of their base, but they've been scattered out. Moon doing a great job figuring out what's going on the Boom Esports side, making sure that this Drow Ranger doesn't get jumped. It feels like they're constantly trying to get the backlines on the Drow, but mid one is just positioning too well. Perhaps the FBZ Rolling Thunder is going to look to turn the tides here. They're going to find just the Bloodseeker. That's not enough. They need more. And mid one would be a great find if they can get it, but he gets the Shadow Blade away. As FBZ's Rolling Thunder unable to kind of stay on top of him, and now that Rolling Thunder's down, Moon wants to jump in. He's looking to dive. Mantisal out of the roof coming in from Jackie, but his TB is in trouble with the Drow Ranger. Just trying to deal with him. The BKB comes out. He finds a Sunder. Roger goes down. Nice Sunder. They've got the lasso. Drow Ranger in trouble. No marksmanship. He's trapped in the kinetic field as well. He needs a way out. He hasn't got it, but then TB is getting low. The Drow Ranger does take a spill. The entire SMG side is just falling, dropping one by one like flies. Moon, though, he's the last man standing on the SMG side, and he's doing a lot of damage here, but he's got to deal with multiple heroes. FBZ, roll up. Still alive for now. Swashbuckle away. He's still with a Yule Scepter, and with the disarm and the silence. Coming onto the Ember, he's out of mana, he's got no remnants. Moon is dead for. 4 dead, only Roger alive. He's so fast with everyone so low. Hectic fight goes the way of Boom Esports this time. So, so Flaming Lasso says strong dispels only, and Wind Waker is only a soft dispel. That maybe makes me think that it doesn't break it.
Never seen it. Wind Waker, not the most common item.
Top lane Scam. Some trouble once again. Yeah. Down Boom. Boom's support disruptor, and FBZ is just going to get the hell out of there.
Top lane's pushed in. You can very easily just give that Rax one more whack. Right onto the bottom side, testing. Disruptor has the buyback available.
Got double Ravage. Raging Potato's just going to plop himself on the front lines here, and Moon is not ignoring the front lines. He's going on the back lines. He's looking to deal with some of these supports, and FBZ is taking so much damage. Does roll himself up, but he's in the fountain. In the fountain. Is the damage from the fountain going to be enough for the Rolling Thunder stun to fold up? He does remnant away in the end. Got the save on him to himself, and the Rolling Thunder now onto the Tidehunter. He's going to try Wind Waker himself out of there. But meanwhile, it's Megas. Meanwhile, just like, thanks, I'll happily just take your base. Moon doing everything he can to just create a world of room for his teammates. Static Storm is completely off the mark as Moon's got him with the BKB. Refreshes as well. He wants Scam, who's just sitting there on the Shadow Amulet. They don't have detection, but it doesn't matter. Too much damage, including the multi-shot to finish him off. Ravage now onto the backlines. Catches out too, but the time lapse helps Jackie out. Buys him the time to get some of his spells off. He's metamorphed up. He needs a Sunder target, but he can't use it in time. Mid one kills him before he can even think of Sundering because of his BKB. And SMG with TB dead, I believe they may just cinch this game. There's no lasso, there's no pullback in the fountain. 3 seconds and lasso's back up. So that's the last hope here for Boom. They go in with the Rolling Thunder on FBZ. Looking around his Yopaz, trying to figure out who the target's going to be for the lasso. They get the... Yeah. Oh, he didn't get the Drow Ranger. And as a result, now he's in a world of pain. Moon and Roger just charging forward, and FBZ is going to watch his base fall as Boom are going to find themselves in a Game 3 decider. SMG, a team that so many people just kind of counted out, I think, after day 1. I mean, and somewhat rightfully so. They got stomped by Boom. They bounced back. Day 2, they 2-0 Fnatic, and here they are, forcing Boom to a Game 3.
The game that is going to decide who ends up going to see T1 in the grand final.
FBZ already having an earn up. You do not want to be giving away kills to this top lane and giving him those early earn charges. Same time, I'm sure Boom would love to find an opening to get a kill up here so they can get that extra bit of damage from earn charges themselves. Tim's duking out with mid one and Roger. The Avalanche is going to finish him off. First blood actually goes the way of SMG. But if FBZ can get a return kill, they'll probably be okay with this exchange. The earn charges maybe make it worthwhile, even though first blood did go to SMG.
What's he got coming out to him? Is he going straight into the power treads? Yeah, a lot of that Ras, and he hasn't been tossed back underneath the tower yet, but FBZ will need to be careful of that if he continues to push this lane up like he has been.
He's a bit low on mana. Mid one actually may be in some trouble here.
Second earn charge?
Yep, there we go. Uses it offensively. That's why those earn charges are so important. And you get 2 of them, you use them both. Suddenly you're back up to 2 if you get a kill. Up to that like level 8, level 9. The 4-4 build is where you start to do a lot of damage on the Snapfire.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Be careful about spending too much time in the jungle, though. Mid lane is starting to get pushed in a little bit.
Bottom lane, they go for a Nether Strike. Inkswell follow up on the Nether Strike as well. Scam getting low, but he's got the one last Spirit Siphon to try and heal himself back up. Looks like Scam will be okay with the salve, but no, the charge under the tower. They want to get this kill, but Raging Potato's going to die for it. Not sure if that one is worth it.
No, sir.
Definitely don't want to be giving a lot of this free net worth over to Jack. They're already at the top of the net worth chart, so caught in this mid lane here. It's Tim's, but
yeah,
to be able to get away.
Yeah, and Roger on the Bane, not level 6. There's no Fiend's Grip. They're going in on Moon, but Ember Thinks better of it. Doesn't want to, you know, die for this one. Has another sleight of fist. He's going to finish off the Bane. Has a fire remnant to kind of get him escape his way too. And he's going to get the kill on the way out with Skem swooping on in to get the last hit. Okay. No room for a while. The charge coming through. Is there another strike? There isn't for some time, but the kisses, he has vision, so he knows exactly where he is. Yopaj will interrupt it with the sleight of fist. He thought the charge, you know, would complete, but the sleight of fist prevents it, and Yopaj has juked his way out of this one. Oh, nice hold from Moon to still get the kill, but he will pay the price of his own life to get it. The animation cancel on the scatter blast, I believe, was being used there to make sure he doesn't dodge it with the sleight of fist, but Raging Potato still low, charges the mid lane.
Just waiting for the Nemesis to come back off cooldown as Potato as well. Position to go for a charge.
Bosol's back in. There's the charge on a Skem's Death Prophet. He's got the X's off. He needs to heal his way through this one, but he can't do so. The burst damage was there with Moon Snapfire making sure they got that kill. Raging Potato on the low ground doesn't have a charge for another couple of seconds and could be in some trouble, but with Snapfire on the high ground using those kisses and the grip as well to lock him in place. The Life Stealer Infest trying to heal him back up, but it's not enough. It's just the Life Stealer of Jackboy's trying to turn this fight around with the Brewmaster's Primal Split wearing off. They're going to try and get the Bane, but he actually survives his way through it. The stick charges and the heals. He survives, and Life Stealer, he's going to finally kill off a Bane, but that's just a Bane. They need more to maybe make it worthwhile. Raging Potato charges onto the Weaver. Tim's doing some good damage here, but the Avalanche going to be off the mark as the rage coming from Jackie means can maybe re-engage here, but like Boom maybe don't feel confident. Try to start a fight in the bottom lane on Boom, but get the tower denied. I believe Tim's got Scatter TPing in, and as a result, SMG disengaged, but they've only got 3 heroes on the Boom side. Roger's looking for a Fiend Script here, but Tim's on the high ground. The bugs out. They know they can't let Roger get off a good Fiend Script. They've got to try and kill him first, but Skem taking a lot of damage from the kisses. Does get the Yule Scepter up in the air, so that keeps him alive for a little bit longer, but he still can't siphon his way through this. Tim's on the backline wants Raging Potato, but he gets Netherstruck here, and mid one does end up going down. Really well played. The Infest giving a little bit of heal as well as they get a 3rd kill in this fight. They're looking for Apu. They may even get all 5 here. Moon the big kill if they can get it. He's going for the TP out, but they've got the Searing Chains to cancel it. It's a full team wipe as Boom Esports destroy it in the bottom lane.
Going to be coming through in the early game for from SMG onto it.
Surviving long enough that just forcing like that extra spell. It just felt like they always had to use a little bit more. Roger could never find like a good Fiend Script on the Bane. And speaking of Roger, he's being chased down here. Tim's will... Moxie and Skem will come in, secure the kill. And, yeah, it feels like they're doing a really good job addressing the fact that they can't let Roger get up a good Fiend Script here, but perhaps a bigger kill. FBZ, yeah, needs to get this bug off of him. He doesn't have the Primal Split, even with the silence gone. On the backlines, Jackie zoning out some of the other heroes on his Life Stealer, but...
Mid one might die.
Yep, mid one might die. Moon also, the Snapfire, he's being chased into the trees here. Does manage to get himself back to the high ground with the cookie. Tim's wants this kill. Doesn't manage to get the mana for a Shikuchi off, so he...
Against a hero like the Tiny. Great strength gain. Well, he's going to be dealing a ton of damage through with that one there. I have to wonder, like, they're setting up, it seems, for a kill onto Jackie down here. Do have the chain control as well.
Yep. Silence to follow it up. The cookie is there, and they do bring Jackie down.
They only have the Fiend's Grip if they want to make any kind of offensive plays outside of the Spirit Breaker charge. So it's not the worst for them, but yeah, you certainly want to be achieving more out of that. Maybe Death Prophet lives. He has the cloak. That's all I'm saying. You know, he might be able to get the magic wand, some of those spirit siphons. Oh, that keeps them going.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Roger was thinking going up to the high ground by himself, but he gets punished for it, and the follow-up kills are maybe coming their way. There's potential for mid one to turn this one around. Gets the avalanche shots on absolutely everybody, but the Life Stealer, Infest, with a little bit of heal, comes out, and he's looking to turn this fight for Boom Esports. Mid one goes down, and they're not done just yet. Afu knows his fate, so he tries to throw his body at the Wolves with an Inkswell stun, but it's not enough, as the Atos also going to catch Raging Potato. Can fortunately bulldoze himself back to the safety of his own base, and Skem's position just to scout out any rotation over towards that pit, so I'll get Roshan without a fight. And he's the one who set the kill. Weaver, not a hero you'd normally think of, known for catching and picking off enemy heroes, but that's exactly what Tim's has been able to do with this item build of his. Mid lane, Inkswell initiation. Raging Potato goes charging forward, but doesn't want to commit a charge or another strike, so They probably just didn't want to dive in so deep as well. And here comes Jackie leading the charge with an Aegis in hand. There's just nothing to do with this life steal. And once again, it's poor Roger throwing his life, perhaps for the greater good. But with the backlines being caught here, Yopaj, he gets stunned up, but he's still chasing and looking for more. I'll at least get Afu, and Yopaj maybe thinking they can get another kill here. Raging Potato's been dusted up. He's trying to charge his way out of this. Charges the mid lane, but
Yopaj is
Tim's is already there.
He's TPing around to try and chase him.
Atos, I think they've got him. Another Searing Chains will be there in a second. They've got the Yule Scepter to stop the Bulldoze away. There's the Searing Chains.
I feel like still the Blink Dagger was probably the item to go for, just so that you could do a lot more farming based off of hero kills as opposed to farming around the map. As we get another Infest Bob going here with Yopaj. Has to be careful though.
It's a few times here. He goes remnanting in to start this fight. Pops the BKB. They need to get detection on mid one, who just goes in the invis, and they are going to look to turn this one around. Lifesteal are getting so low. Jackie, he needs to try find a way to Lifesteal's way through this one with the beast. He's almost surviving, and it's working. Jackie has lived through it all. He does end up dying to a Scatter Blast, but he gets 3 kills on his way out for his team, or at least assists in 3. They'll get a 4th with the Brewmaster killing the Afu. Grimstroke, only Roger surviving for once. He's actually alive. He's alive. And Jackie's just like, screw it, I'm committed. I'm just going to hold my ground and try feast my way through this one, and he almost survives through it all.
That Sanj, the extra health that he was able to take back, be very positive for him. A little bit of a D-ward battle, and Roger
ripped up.
He's tired.
Charges there. There's the silence. Yeah, Tibbs, he thought he could just go in and plant a cheeky aggressive observer ward, but Roger was there waiting for him. Gets a nice kill with the grip. Mid one's been cycloned up though, so they can just take this fight while ignoring the Tiny, and I think it's exactly what Boom have in mind as they go in on the Bane once again. Look to deal with the supports first, and now mid one, you can go on him next. The Death Prophet barely surviving on the back lines, gets healed up by Jackie with the Infest, and Raging Potato, he's committed in deep. Has got a Shadow Blade to try walk his way out of this one. Gets the cookie to the high ground. Well played by Moon and Raging Potato there to get him out, but
Jackie making really good use of it defensively as well, even protecting his supports. Speaking of Infest Bombs, we got another one coming. With that freshly picked up Aghanim Scepter, Yopaj feels very confident.
He just has so much mobility with this Axe. He just flies across the map, and they know Moon's down here as well. He's got no BKB, so I'm not even sure he can survive. He tries to like cookie himself off map, but the Goliathneer is there with the Searing Chains as well. Bye-bye, Moon. What about the Void Brewling? You want to see some Brewmaster card? Nah.
That's your push. What's out? A flip here?
Oh, with the Axe Scepter, he will have that second Primal Split once he comes out, so I guess just feeling like he can run in and try Cyclone someone. There you go, he's set up. Yopaj just jumps in, and Roger's just instantly deleted. They may have dived in too deep. They're into the tier 2 towers here, taking a lot of damage, and Jackie's going to lose his first life. Yopaj's going to be a little bit careful. He's not done yet, though. He's diving further. Has those remnants. He's just constantly poking out, and mid one needs to get back to the safety of his fountain. He barely gets back to safety, and now they can, now they can go for the racks. They dive tier 4s, they dive through, and they force SMG into their fountain, so now they can, get the objectives. Bane back in 7 seconds, though, and they're going to... Yep, they charge in with the Inkswell. They're going to go on Schem. That's an easy first kill. The problem is, though, they've now got the cores to deal with. Jackie on his life stealer. Rage may be wearing off soon, but they've already killed off mid one, so no Tiny for this fight. Grip. They've got Yopaj, though. They've got the damage to kill him off here. They burned all his mana as well, so they do end up killing him off. But he buys back. He goes in with a remnant. He's not done. He knows this could be GG. And with the Yopaj buyback, SMG only have Moon left standing. Yopaj will make sure they finish it off. Ultra kill goes his way. He's wishing someone would buy back so we get the rampage, but this may just be the end here. Caster Danog would not make that mistake.
No, absolutely not.
Well, tier 4's down. They're going to buy back here. Bane up in 3. Mid one's still dead for 12. They're just looking to secure this series and force that grand finals rematch against T1. It's all over. GG's will come out as the throne goes down. SMG, we're hoping they might have one last hurrah, but Moon gives them the good luck. And we're getting the rematch. We're getting Boom versus T1 once again.